Welcome back to another Gateway's Hot Topic video. Directors, this video is just for you. Today we will learn how to access and read the Director Portal CCAP Training Requirements Report. First, if you do not have access to your Director Portal, you will need to request it. To do so, go to registry.ilgateways.com and under Be a Member, click Director Portal. Click the Authorized Program Contact Access Request form to download the form. Complete, then mail, fax, or email it. Here's the tip. If you email your request form, you will get an email from us when it's set up. If you fax or mail, you will want to wait 48 hours and then log into your registry dashboard, and you should see an option for your Director Portal. After you receive access to the Directors Portal, log in using your registry username and password. Click on the Directors Portal, then click on the Report section. Underneath where it says IDHS CCAP 2018 Training Requirements, click the Get Report button to download the report for your center. This report will be used by IDHS to decide if your program and staff have met the CCAP training requirements. You could lose your CCAP funding if the correct staff are not listed and if all trainings are not noted. Let's get started. First, check your report carefully and make sure all current staff are listed. If a staff person is on this report and they should not be, you can go into the Director Portal and choose the Maintain Staff section. Make any old staff inactive. Once inactive, they will not appear on this report. If a staff person at your center is missing from this report, have staff members log into their registry dashboard, go to My Registry, and then Update, and have them update their current employment. Any staff changes will show up in your Director Portal immediately. However, it takes 24 hours for them to show up on your CCAP completion report. So a quick tip would be to clean up your staff listing first and then wait a day and come back and run your CCAP completion report. Once you have an updated staff list, you can dig a little deeper into the report. Start by viewing the Overall Requirement Status column. If the overall status shows a green circle with a check mark, this staff person has met all the requirements. If the overall status shows a red circle with an X, this staff person is missing one or more requirements. For this person, you will want to look at the requirements detail. This shows which of the 4 overall requirements the staff person is missing. Let's first look at the column for CPR First Aid certifications and mandated reporter training. If CPR First Aid certifications show a red circle with an X, one of 2 things is happening. Either the staff person still needs to take the trainings, become certified, and report their certifications to the registry, or the staff person may have taken this training and already be certified but has not reported their certifications to the registry. If mandated reporter training shows a red X, the same options apply. They may still need to take the training through DCFS and self-report it to the registry, or they may have already taken the mandated reporter training online and they just need to self-report it to the registry. Have this individual visit the CCAP page on the Gateway's website for help in either finding a training to attend or for help reporting their certifications or self-reporting the training correctly. Now let's move to the What is CCAP column. This training is only required for directors, so you will want to make sure the director has a green circle with a check. Whether staff may or may not have taken this training, it will show an NA or not applicable because this training is not required for them. If the director shows a red circle with an X, they will need to take this training online at courses.incra.org, the iLearning website. Lastly, let's go back and look at the first column under Requirements Detail, specifically the C, D, H, and S column. If the staff person has a green circle with a check mark, they have met the requirement. If they have a red circle with an X, then you need to look further into the option detail, which are the last 5 columns on the page. There are 5 options for meeting the Child Development Health and Safety Training requirement. Only one option has to be met for the provider to meet the requirement. Details about these 5 options can be found on the CCAP page on the Gateway's website. In the detail columns, a green circle with a check mark means the option is completed. A yellow circle with a dash indicates the staff person has started the training within that option but has not fully completed it yet. For even more detail, ask the staff person to run their individual completion of IDHS CCAP training requirements report through their registry dashboard. Let's look at a couple specific examples in this report from Cartoon Care Center. We can start with our director, Miss Piggy. Look at her first column. It has a green circle with a check mark, so she has met all the requirements. No need to look further. Now let's look at teaching staff, starting with Emma Stone. Her overall requirement status is red, so we move to the next columns to see what she is missing. Her CDHS is green, so she's completed that training, but her CPR first aid shows red. She needs to either take CPR first aid trainings through her local child care resource and referral, or maybe she has already taken it and she just needs to report her certifications to the registry. Once she completes her CPR first aid trainings and reports the certifications to the registry, this column will turn green, which will turn her overall requirement status green, verifying she's met all requirements. Let's move on to Harry Potter. His overall status is red, so we move into the requirements detail columns. He is red for both the CDHS training and CPR first aid. Harry will need to take the CPR and first aid trainings and report the certification to the registry. We can look closer at his options under the Child Development Health and Safety Training detail. He has a yellow dash in Option 2. You can refer to the option chart on the CCAP page on the Gateway's website and see that Option 2 is the ECE Level 1, Tier 1 training. So the yellow circle tells us he's taken at least one of the 4 modules, but not all of them. You could ask Harry to run his individual CCAP completion report from his registry portal to get more detail about exactly what he has completed and what is left. Harry needs to fully complete Option 2 for it to turn green. Once Harry has completed his Option 2 and completed and reported his CPR first aid certifications, his overall requirement status will turn green. If we look at Lisa Simpson further down the page, her overall requirements are green, which means she met all the requirements and we don't need to look any further. We want to point out that under the Child Development Health and Safety Training detail, she has a yellow circle under Option 2. However, this yellow does not matter since she has a green circle under Option 4. In this area of 5 options, you only need one option to be green to meet requirements. Lastly, let's take a closer look at an option in the requirements if your staff reports they only work with school-aged children. Let's focus on Jessica Rabbit. You will notice next to her name she has 2 small asterisks. At the bottom of the report, you will find that this means that Jessica has reported to the Gateway's registry as caring for school-aged children only. This allows her to meet these requirements using any of the options under the Child Development Health and Safety Training detail. In this case, Jessica has a green circle in Option 3, which is available only for providers who care for school-aged children only, ages 5 through 13. Jessica has completed all of her requirements. Lastly, we are going to look at Betty Boop, who is your preschool teacher. You know she has a CDA, however, her overall requirement status shows a red circle. She has a red circle in her CDHS training, and no options are green under the training detail, but you know she has a current preschool CDA. You would want to work with Betty to report her CDA to the Gateway's registry. Now it's your turn to run your program's completion of IDHS CCAP training requirements report and start to work through the details. You should now know all the options and are educated in how to support your staff to make sure your program is meeting all the CCAP required trainings. Thanks for taking the time to walk through this report with us. We'll see you next time.